Hey, what's good? FH gang. I'll put the F up. F up for y'all. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Why can't I hear myself? Yo, throw some up. Text some if you can hear me. Alright, bet. Because I can't hear anything. I'm about to go live real quick with an interviewer. Do one of my first interviews on there. One of my posts just hit 13K today. So, it's a big milestone for me. 13,000 is a decent amount. Alright, what's good, bro? How y'all doing? Y'all just stay tuned to watch the interview. For sure. Yo, bro, I miss Nova, man. Where the hell's Nova at? I know he's in therapy, but I ain't seen him in a minute. Hey, what's up? What's good, girl? Shit. Hold up. I'm gonna try to get him back in here. Yeah, man, I hope he gets back here too. To 3K too, so I'm gonna drop a song after I get off of here. Y'all ready for that shit? Hey, what's good? How you doing? Yo, we still need to collab, like for real though. I'm about to do this interview. One of my posts just hit 13,000 today. I'm gonna drop like a melodic screaming type shit. Yeah, for sure. Yo, this man gonna connect him now. Fuck. Man, I'm trying to get this interview started, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, y'all did get my yeah, fuck yeah. As long as you ain't gonna tax me for it. Yeah, we could probably do that in person too, cause like I have like all my shit. I can mix it, like whatever you need me to do. We could link. Yeah. And why won't this man connect? What is going on here? Alright, bet, yeah. Let's get it done. I'll DM you or something. I mean, I can get a beat if you need me to get a beat. Or if you have a beat, then I can hop on it for sure. Hey, what's good, bro? Welcome. Trying to get an interview going. I don't know what the hell is going on with this guy. Why can't this man go live? What is going on? It's good, bro.
Okay.
Hey, what's good, bro? How we doing?
All right. Hey, how are you?
I'm good, bro. Yourself?
All right.
You chilling?
Let's get this going, yeah?
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it.
All right. So, first and foremost, I would actually like to ask, out of all of the things that really influence how you make your music and, kind of like, what are you trying to represent behind it? What's your main message by the end of the day?
End of the day, man, I'm just trying to like, to be honest, bro, I was originally like I used to play in bands as like a teenager, young kid, and that's like what I've been doing for a while. Like I was always like the rapper in like the rock band, you know what I'm saying? Like I did screams and shit from like an early age, and Man, at the end of the day, my message is try to bring rock, try to bring like distorted extreme vocals back to like the mainstream. Like to be honest, I don't really even want to be an underground rapper. Like I love the underground scene, but I just want to make that like shit popular again. Like cause that's just like my motive at the end of the day, I guess.
All right, definitely makes sense. So I guess you could almost say that, or at least that's part of your motivation. It's not even part of your motivation isn't necessarily because you have anything in particular to gain out of it. It's just because you're trying to revive a music type that has kind of been dying off a little bit recently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. It's not because like I want to profit off of it, man. I could give a fuck if I make any money, but like just to have people that like resonate with the music. Hey, what's up, bro? Welcome in. Like just like who resonate with the music, who fuck with the vibes. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's I'm really trying to reach like the kids like me. I was a fucking loner in high school, bro. Like I'm trying to reach the kids who like are depressed and the kids who need shit. Like they need someone to look up to, someone who like they can relate to. That's like really what I'm trying to do as well. That's a motive that I'm gunning for.
All right. So you're talking about how so there's two real things that motivate you. The first thing being that you just want to bring back what has been appearing recently to being almost a like dying genre in a sense, but also you really want to help kids and give them something that they can relate to in a sense.
Yeah.
So, would you say that personally making this music is therapeutic in a sense as well?
Oh, fuck yeah, man. I have like many the anger issue. So, I mean, like, releasing it in music is like helped me a lot, man. I got kicked out of schools when I was younger. I got in a lot of fights and shit like that, and just being able to grow up and release that in music is just very therapeutic for me. Because, and when I feel angry, I don't get people who say that like heavy metal or like heavy rap music is all rage and all like it makes you angry. Man, for me, when I like go try to like practice screams or like if I go to record, man, it takes all the anger away. Because after I put my like a lot of people are screaming like say like a Zilla Kami or something. Zilla's screaming because he's like angry, right? Like he just wants to like display that message. But a lot of people scream out of pain, bro. When you think of screaming, you either scream because you're angry at someone, you scream from pain. Pain is, hey, what's up, man? Welcome in. But like you scream out of pain, and that's like where my music is coming from. And so it's a big therapeutic release for me.
All right. So, I mean, that actually kind of drives me to ask a question I never really scheduled for this. But I ask myself that a lot for different musicians, especially in this kind of scene.
Welcome in.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah.
This particular scene has a lot of screaming and a lot of emotion compared to a lot of different music, mostly aggressive. And emotional combined with aggressive, it makes a very interesting and often beautiful array of just all sorts of very interesting feelings. And with all of that said, you can see that on one side, for some artists, the screaming and aggression is a sign of weakness, but for some of them, it's a sign of strength and confidence. Mm-hmm. Which one would you say is more to your advantage? Is it more of the weakness, or is it more of strength?
Bro, honestly, it's both.
All right. Oh, Amber? That's one of my friends. Anyway. Yeah. So next question
hold up. I'll answer that question in a sec, but your name is Dave too?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's my real name.
All right.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So, bro, man, it's both. Screaming is like a double-edged sword, man. Like, you can scream. I have a lot of, like, angry songs as well as I have a lot of, like, screaming out of pain songs. Like, it's a double-edged sword for me, man. It's really versatile. That's why I love the art form, man. a lot of people think it doesn't take talent to do, but I tell them, try to scream, man. Try to scream. Yeah.
All right. So when you were younger, all right, were you listening to more rap or more rock?
Man, I grew up kind of like 50-50. When I was young, my dad is a big metalhead, so he got me onto like bands like Iron Maiden, and I don't really like Iron Maiden, but that's just the shit he was listening to. But like, he got me onto bands like that, and then he also like my first like introduction to rap was like Will Smith rap, man. I remember like in like kindergarten, like yeah, like listening to Will Smith rap, and like all my cousins and stuff, they all like rap music because I'm half Mexican, and all my cousins are Mexican and African American, and all of them just love rap music, and then they kind of turned me onto it like that as well, and then ever since then I was strictly listening to rap music up until like 10th grade. 10th grade, I started listening to metal. Like, I found like a song called "Break Stuff" by Limp Bizkit, which is one of my favorite bands. To this day, bro. To this day, it's one of my favorite bands. I fucking love Limp Bizkit. I have a sweatshirt somewhere in my room here, but yeah, I love Limp Bizkit. Yeah, I found "Break Stuff" on like an Apple Music playlist by my dad in like 9th grade. It was a good, bro. Welcome in. But yeah. So ever since then, I've just been like practicing. Like, I didn't know rap and rock was a thing until I heard that. I'm like, yo, this is what I want to do. So I've never been like rap or metal. I've always been like both. So I've always wanted just to play in that genre, and just that's kind of where everything came from.
All right.
Yeah.
So you could definitely say that you were listening to rock before you started listening to rap, right?
Man, before I knew what music really was, like before I really had an interest in music, yeah, I was kind of listening to my like dad's playlist, but the first music that I found by myself was rap. So I'd say, yeah, I was listening to rap before rap.
Okay. So with that said, nowadays when it comes to actually like, showing the world, like all the talents you have, both on the side of like how you're influenced by rock and rap. Okay, yeah. Which one would you say more influences you at this day?
At this day, I'd have to say rock. The only reasons, like, being that I have to say rock is because, the mainstream, I feel like, for rap music is just fucking garbage nowadays, man. Like, I listen to a shit ton of underground rap. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I listen consistently on a daily basis to, like, maybe 8 or 9 underground rappers that I really like. Zilla Kami, obviously, well, for me being, like, the biggest one. He's not really underground anymore, but man, I listen to a shit ton of, like, Linkin Park, Korn, Limp Bizkit, Rage Against the Machine on, like, a daily basis, because that's, like, the shit that I love to make, the shit that I love to listen to. So I'd say, to answer that question, I'd say that rock definitely influenced me more at the moment, but it comes in phases, man. It comes in phases. It's just whatever I'm feeling, I guess.
Yeah. I've noticed it's hard for a lot of musical artists to stay extremely consistent. It really is. I mean, you see it always changing. Not only with, like, Zilla Kami, it happens with, like, the smallest, but then it also happens with people like Scarlord. And it even happens with people like Lil Wayne and Eminem, you know?
Yeah, true.
It's hard to stay the same, and I think that's kind of tricky sometimes. But anyway, with all that said, have you ever, like, traveled, and, like, have you traveled perhaps, like, out of the country particularly? And if you did, has that in any way ever given you inspiration for writing music?
Yeah, man, actually, I went to Rome. I went to Rome, Italy, and I've been to Ireland as well. The reason being is because I had like a short stint in college for like, I don't know, like a month or so, and like during that month, my brother was in like a study abroad program, so I flew over there. I saved up a shit ton of money from like a summer, bro, and I flew over there, just hung out with them for like a week, and that changed my perspective on a lot of things. Like in real life, bro, I'm like super into like street workout and everything, and Italy has a great community for that. So I was really inspired by that as well. Like Italy is beautiful, man. Like the culture, like the girls there are dying. Like every girl is fire there. It's crazy. Like you can walk outside and you'd be like, holy shit. Like there's a bird just like right over my shoulder, man. It's fine, but I mean like all the architecture is just, it's crazy. It's beautiful. It's hard to believe that humans so long ago built things that remarkable. It's crazy. It's really
stuff
crazy.
Stuff that actually rivals things like, the Capitol Hill, all of these buildings. I can't believe that there's actually structures that were built over 2,000 years ago that people can actually look at and say they enjoy looking at more than things like the White House. I think it's incredible.
Oh yeah, bro, dude, I enjoy looking at that shit like daily. I'm a big history buff as well, so I've written songs about World War I, World War II, shit like that. I love guns, man. Hey, what's up, Dan? How you doing, bro? Welcome, FH shit, bro. Yeah, so I mean, you probably can fucking tell, but I love guns, man. But the guns that I personally like to collect are like World War II guns. I have a crap ton of World War II guns, and that's just like stems from like the part that I'm like a history buff. Yo, people are funny in the comments, man.
Be quiet, weirdo. Anyway. Yeah, so, that's a good question. Have you ever played a musician? Have you ever played any instruments?
Yeah, bro, I play guitar. I play guitar. Yes, I play guitar. I play, turntables. I play bass. Alright.
Yeah. So, you really enjoy stringed instruments.
Yeah, guitar was the first instrument I learned to play, and I taught myself. I never took any lessons or anything like that.
Did you ever look at your skills and perhaps think maybe I should join a band at one point or anything like that?
Yeah, of course, man. I see. The problem was being into rock in the high school I went to. Nobody was into rock or metal or anything, so I was always trying to start a band, but everybody sucked. So yeah, I played in a couple bands that were just like fucking trash, man. I mean and then I eventually just gave up on the band setting because I saw people like X. In senior year, I found out about X, and I mean. Actually, not one of my main influences. R.I.P. though. He really paved the way for a lot of people. I loved his music in senior year because that's when yeah, everybody did suck. On the cool though. Niggas don't know how to play fucking instruments, man. But yeah, so I mean, he really paved the way, and that's when I just broke away from the idea of being a band, and then I just went my own way because I felt like everybody sucked. I didn't know anybody in a band setting, so I just fuck it, man. I'm gonna do it myself.
Right? Yeah, makes sense for sure. And if you actually look into Star-Lord's history, because I'm a huge Star-Lord fan. I'm that stereotypical
Mid City, bro.
Star-Lord. He started. Yeah, that's right, man. Mid City.
Yeah, I love Star-Lord, bro. Star-Lord. I first saw Heart Attack when it very first dropped, and it was I'd never heard that type of music before because it didn't really exist until he came out, and then I was instantly hooked, man. I didn't really like Heart Attack at first. I love it now, but I saw 6 Feet, and then I was like, holy shit, this guy is amazing.
It's
I loved him.
Without a doubt, his music has an acquired taste.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does, man. Star-Lord, he goes hard, bro. I like the way he does it, some of that shit. His voice is, I mean, Whenever I try to do screams that high, I can hit him sometimes, man, but his voice is just too high for me to go up there.
Well, he used to be a YouTuber, so it's no surprise when he was like, saying his crazy stuff at these high voices.
No, for sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. So like Star-Lord, obviously, he hasn't really said it, but you can insinuate he, like, puts himself under the trap metal realm, I guess. That's what he labels himself as.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of different names for it. There's emo rap, there's, ragecore now?
Yeah, ragecore.
Came up with that. Could you ever see yourself labeling yourself, like, as a definite genre?
If I had to label myself as a definite genre, man, I'd say new metal.
New metal.
New metal. Like the genre that Linkin Park, Korn, Limp Bizkit, System of a Down falls under. I wouldn't say I'm trap metal. I wouldn't say I am ragecore. I wouldn't say I'm emo rap. I'd say I'm new metal. The only reason being is because I have elements of metal and I have elements of hip hop in my music. And when you mix those together, you get new metal. So I mean, why make up just like a new name for something that's already been around?
That's right. And to a certain extent, I totally get it. But you don't have like crazy bass in your songs. And I think that's what really makes the distinction between trap metal and new metal. Because whenever you have trap metal, it has to have like trap, like it has to sound like stuff that like Raider Clan, 666 Mafia. These people kind of invented it, Space Ghost Kurt, you think of Black God. These kinds of songs, these beats, that's what really defines it. Like, you can put if Star-Lord had a straight-up band behind him, it wouldn't sound like, trap metal. It would sound like normal metal. It's all about the beat.
Yeah, it's true.
So, going to something kind of controversial, but on the same side, it's always interesting for people to hear about.
Yeah, for sure.
X. So, X was R.I.P., without a doubt. But, of course, there's been a lot of controversy around his life and whatnot.
Yeah.
What I was going to ask you is, essentially, like, do you believe that when he died, it was necessarily an overreaction? Or do you believe that it was, well-deserved that he died and was remembered the way he did?
For me personally, man, at the time, I had not really liked, like, what he had put out for, like, the last album or so. The only reason being is because he had retreated away from, like, his roots, like, his trap metal roots, like, songs like Gnarly Bastard, Caution, shit like that. But, I feel like it was right to remember him how everybody did, because he really paved the way for a lot of genres, not just fucking trap metal, man, because, I mean, now it's considered like a regular thing, but he paved the way for a lot of artists that, like, use the emo rap type thing, and I'm glad that's coming back, because that's exactly what I hoped would happen. Like, everything comes full circle, and it's just going to pave the way for artists like me, artists like my boy Zano from my clique, my collective. Shouts out Zano, though. But it's just going to pave the way for more artists like us, like people who like perform that type of music. And I'm really appreciative for what he did. And, it makes me sad to see somebody go like that, because that's fucked up and it never should happen to anybody. So, my condolences, prayers out to his family and shit like that. But, I feel like he's right to be remembered like that.
Yeah, for the most part, I can agree with you. But I feel like it's not just X whose music you could almost say it devolved in a sense, at least from the way I see it. Even with his stuff that isn't necessarily super aggressive, it went from things like Jocelyn Flores. That was a great song. It had a great flow and it was beautifully produced. And it went to other music in his newer album. It was just like, have you, 1 Minute or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it didn't sound the same. It sounded unprofessional.
1 Minute. Oh, man, I really don't want to speak on the Dead Man song, but 1 Minute is not a good song. The only reason why 1 Minute is not a good song is because he's screaming incorrectly. The person who edited it probably didn't know much about screaming because they probably edited it. Hey, what's up, bro? Welcome in, both of you. But the person who edited it probably didn't know much about metal music. And you can hear the effect that when his voice breaks and he can't scream anymore, they made the scream continue to make it louder and to make it longer. And it doesn't sound good as a whole because he's not screaming correctly. I mean, you can put distortion on it and make it sound better. But, I mean, it's just, I feel bad.
I totally get it. You're completely right. Thinking about it like that, I've actually never thought about it from the perspective of, like, perhaps he had someone different at that point who was helping produce his stuff. Because he had such calm music, right? So why don't you give him someone who might be better at producing calm stuff? Is that kind of what you were getting at, in a sense?
Yeah. I mean, like, the people... Like, to me, it sounds like it was produced after he died. So, I mean, he recorded it, but like the producer, like the person who was producing the song or mixing the song, I'm pretty sure doesn't produce a lot of metal music. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So the effect he uses is kind of splashy, but it is what it is, man. It's out there. People like it. So,
personally, I think the part that, like, it's not, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to minimize the way X, like, left, but, like, at the end of the day, like, he was a good musician. Whether or not his music devolved or not, it was still decent, okay? But the thing is, as sad I was, like, to see X's music start to kind of degrade, I also personally feel like, I might get a little bit of hate for this one, but I really feel like Ski Mask. I feel like Ski Mask kind of left his roots too. He used to have all these flow switches and whatnot. He kind of just doesn't have them anymore. He's doing features with people who he would have never done features with originally.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the same underground song.
Ski. I like Ski Man, but I don't like any of his new shit whatsoever. I mean, he just sounds like he's sold out. To be honest, man, that's no slack to Ski because he's made amazing stuff in the past, bro. Like Planet Drool, man. I even like this breakout single, bro. Naruto Not Until Fusco Fur. Like that shit was kind of hard. But I mean, if you continue the same recipe over and over and over again, you never switch anything. It kind of gets stagnant, bro. I mean, he tried to do the yelling shit with the song that I don't even know what the name is, but that was kind of hard. But I mean, like, he just is what he is, I guess.
Yeah. So
it's not my cup of tea, but you know.
So do you produce all of your music personally?
Yes, I produce all my. Yes, I do.
So
I use different people's beats. I use like 3 main beat producers, but I mix all of my shit, record all of my shit, and edit all the sound effects that I use into my shit, instruments, stuff like that.
if you would you like to perhaps give a shout out to these people who, like, create these beats?
Yeah, for sure. Like the beats that I use?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out LDS. LDS is, I actually use, in a lot of my aggressive songs, I use like drill rap beats from Germany. So LDS is a producer for Germany. Shout out LDS. I use him a lot. Also, shout out. I'm only shout out one more because I don't want anybody to know these people, man. Because I don't want them to start taking my fucking beats. But yeah, shout out Filament Beats. Filament Beats, I believe, is from the U.S. and he has really hard beats. So shout out to him too.
All right, I think that's all we should talk about with the beats. Then I know that we don't want everybody to go and steal your source because you're right. That is kind of
yeah.
Something I talked to you about, like asking before the interview even started. Asking you, do you know who Jumex is?
For sure.
Industry plants. Before we get into this though, we actually got to remember what an industry plant is, or at least try to explain to the people who aren't familiar. So an industry plant is essentially somebody who doesn't have much experience yet. As far as making music goes, and a group a label will just kind of put them on a ton of music just out of nowhere, and they'll fund it a ton, because they look really promising. And sometimes they just don't know what they're doing, unfortunately. And this is kind of unfortunately the case for this guy named Jumex. Mm-hmm. So, Amber, how about we stop with the dad jokes right now, please?
That's good, though.
Yeah, anyway. Keep going if you want. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so Jumex, he really knew, he knew that, he could actually get somewhere clearly. He definitely has potential without a doubt. But I think that the worst part, I think that it's good that you have someone like that because he does have a personality. It's almost like Lil Pump, There's a video where he was smoking a blunt in his class and he just walked out. That was pretty gnarly. You have stuff like that. But the problem is, at the end of the day, he wasn't screaming it. It sounded worse than X did with, Floor 555. Or the song we were talking about. What was that song?
1 minute.
1 minute. So
the only song of X's that I felt like he did the screaming well on was called "Gnarly Bastard."
I mean, personally, I always thought that stuff like what was that song about where it was like, "Try me, might fight, fist fuck on sight, wrist." You know that song?
Yeah, but I feel like this is more aggressive rapping.
Fair enough.
I do that shit all the time.
So, Jumex, getting back to that, right? It, from my perspective, it shows both good thing, it shows good hope for this genre because there's clearly a lot of people trying to get in. If you look at, a bunch of new rap artists and then look at a bunch of new trap metal artists, there's honestly as many trap metal artists as rap artists right now. I'm not even kidding. You can find them everywhere. It's ridiculous. And with that said, most of these people unfortunately don't really know what they're doing yet. And, it gets to the point where, does it ever worry you that if somebody who hasn't ever heard the genre before hears somebody who can't, perhaps scream properly or whatnot, does it ever worry you that maybe they might put a bad face on the entire genre?
Yeah, bro, for sure. I mean, a lot of people... I had, a post today that I broke, 13,000 views, and, a lot of people, a fuck ton of people were, commenting, yo, 6ix9ine, 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 you sound like fucking 6ix9ine. This is trash, you sound like 6ix9ine. It's 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine, 6ixnine. All because my name is RED9ine, and I heard someone doing aggressive vocals to a trap metal style song. So yes, it definitely bothers me. So I get it. I mean, get it. People don't understand that the RED9 is a Mauser pistol. It's the C96 Mauser broom handle. You may have heard of it. It's in a lot of Call of Duty games. I mean, that's not where I get it from, but it's the Red 9 is like a 9mm variant of that pistol, and that's why I named my name after Red 9, which is a variant of that pistol. And people are like, oh fuck, it's 6.9. I'm like, get off my dick, bro. I'm like, I don't understand.
Get off of his dick, and then go get on 6ix9ine's dick at least. He might need it right now.
Yeah, he might need it right now, bro. Sucking the fucking can, bro. I don't get it, man. It's probably just because my name is Red9, but whatever. Hey, at least I broke like 13K views, man, and that's like a lot of followers that were directed into my attention. So any publicity is good publicity for me, bro.
That's right. You know, you've probably heard him. You ever heard of Tom McDonald by any chance, perhaps?
Yeah, I know who Tom McDonald is. Like the dreaded, tattooed up guy, or not the dreaded, he has braids, tattooed up white guy who's like super lyrical or whatever. Yeah, I know who he is.
Yes, sir. He has a really striking lyric at one point. It's from a song called This House. Really good song. Amazing bass, super good flow switches. But he had one particular part, and it was pretty much talking about how like people are hating, but then instead of just leaving him alone, they will actually follow him, and then they'll like scream about how he's like the scum of the earth. But then at the same time, he's trying to like have people. Essentially, what he's trying to say is that people are calling him, you know, this terrible person, when all he's trying to do is trying to get the message across in a different manner. Because that's really all that's happening.
Yeah, man, people be like that, bro. It's disheartening, man. Like, but there's also like a type of those rappers, bro, who like are always just the ones who are just gonna try to get famous off of criticizing other people. I don't know, man. It seems like, to me, I feel like rap is like taking over way too much. Well, that's just my opinion on it.
I have a feeling when it comes to that kind of thing, I have a feeling that a lot of people who shouldn't like necessarily have power, but they have a lot of you know, maybe like a following and a big presence on the internet or social media. You know, things like that. You've heard of people like you know, Drake, okay? I promise you, if Drake said something about some sort of controversial topic and wanted people to take action, he could literally start riots, without a doubt, right?
Yeah, bro, that's what Limp Bizkit did in 1999 in Woodstock, bro. When you're in places like that, you have a cult following, you have power over people like that. That's just how it goes.
I mean, this is really off topic from what we were gonna talk about, you know, with the whole just kind of asking about what your motivation is and whatnot, but I think this is working out pretty well. So, do you ever want, not necessarily to have, like, power out of, you know, the fame you might achieve eventually, but would you at least want to know that, like, if you wanted somebody perhaps, like, to send you gifts for, like, a Christmas or something? Because there are musicians who have done that in the past, just like, hey, fans, like, send gifts, and, like, I'll totally check them out. People do it. Like, have you ever wanted to do that to get, like, extra, I guess you could say extra motivation and encouragement? Have you ever, I guess, at the end of the day, it's just asking, do you want to make sure that you're confident with your people supporting you very well?
Yeah, I want to be confident with people supporting me and have like a good following, man. But I don't want shit from my fans, bro. I just want my fans to, you know, be able to connect, maybe show love on like Instagram posts or like when they see me in person and shit like that. Or actually, I don't know. I don't know if they're even gonna fucking recognize me because I wear a mask or something. Like you can see like through this part, but you know, if I take it off, I'm probably gonna look completely different. But I mean, like. Yeah, just show love, bro, and not, like, sending me shit, bro. Just fucking sending me shit. Like, I don't know. That's kind of weird, but, like, I mean, for me, Power, yeah, I'd like to have, like, hold that power, but I don't want to hold, like, that power and, like, so much that, like, you have to send me shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Kentucky Maid. Welcome to the interview.
Yeah, welcome in.
All right. So, let's see. All right, yeah, that's a good question. Is there any particular, perhaps, like, is there any motivation? Like, what's the most motivating thing out of everything you do? Like, is it
That's easy, bro.
Hmm?
It's revenge.
Revenge.
It's revenge.
Could you expand on that a little bit? That's very interesting.
That's a that's a big topic, but yeah. Music, I do it for a lot of reasons, but revenge is one of them as well, because just certain things that happened in my past, certain things that I've gone through, I've been put through, just to come up on top and be like, yo, I did this, just to prove people wrong. So that's a little bit of an elaboration on it, but I don't want to go like into details about that, because that's like some personal shit. But yeah, revenge.
Yeah, we can all.
What's up, y'all? Welcome in.
Yeah, hey guys. But yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone who ends up hearing this is going to be able to kind of visualize the general idea. So, we're good there.
Sure.
So, if you, like, think about just a straight-up rapper without actually being you think about being, because you have the elements of both rap and trap metal, or I guess you would call it new metal, excuse me.
Or metal, whatever it is.
You never really specified on any particular rapper. Was there ever actually, like, a real, like, general rapper you would listen to?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Fucking, I have, like, at least, like, probably 20 rappers that I love, like, man. Some big, like, hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna name some off the dome. So, some real rappers that I love, off the bat. But you know Mike Shinoda of Linkin Park, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Mike Shinoda. I love Fort Minor. It's like his side project, Fort Minor. Lil Jon. I love Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, man. They were fucking rap rock before rap rock even existed. So they were like trap metal before trap metal existed. Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. Ludacris. Dr. Dre. Eminem. Not like Eminem, like super, super much, but he has some fucking bangers. Let's see. Yeah, man, I like Wiz Khalifa. I like some of the modern day shit too, man. I like who comes to mind when I think of modern? I like Shoreline Mafia a little bit, to be honest, man. They're a little corny in my book, but I kind of like them. But fucking Denzel Curry. Denzel Curry's he's fucking raw. I love Denzel Curry, but he's kind of trap metal as well. Like he does elements of both. Suicide Boys, but they're kind of both as well. Bones, I love Bones. Yeah, just rappers like that, I guess.
Have you ever come across a rapper by the name of Omen 13?
Yeah, I met him.
You met Omen 13?
Yeah.
All right, how about you expand on that?
So I have a buddy who's like my best friend. He's a really, really big Omen 13 fan. So we went to his show at the Bomb Factory in Dallas, and afterwards we called him, and I was like, "What's up, man?" And I asked him some questions, and like we like kind of like we're talking over like being able to scream. And he's like, "Because it's a rare art, not a lot of people can do it." He's like, "Yeah, man." And like, yeah, I met him. He's pretty fucking blitzed. Actually, he was high when I met him, but yeah, he's a cool guy, man. He's a humble man. His name's he's like, he didn't introduce himself as Omen 13. He's like, "What's up, man? I'm Tori, man. Nice to meet you." I'm like, "Oh, what's up, bro? Nice to meet you." I got a picture with him. Yeah, he was a cool guy.
All right. Very, very, and that's awesome. That is very cool. That's probably my second favorite trap metal artist. All right.
Yeah,
so
dude, to be honest, man, Omen 13 is like not one of my favorites. But I like a lot of his songs, man. My favorite song by him is probably Obsidian, to be honest. That's actually one of my favorite songs of all time.
Huh. All right. So that's not necessarily aggressive. It's just kind of, it's chill. Very calm.
Same with Not on My Watch by Bones. There's something about that style of like emo rap that I try to replicate sometimes. I welcome in, bro. But like, I have like a joint EP that's like half like trap metal, half like what the fuck? Nigga said, "Y'all, I dead ass drink teriyaki sauce so I can sound like 6ix9ine." Bro, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so I have like an EP that's like half trap metal, half like trying to replicate the Obsidian Not on My Watch vibe, because I think that could be a style of music by itself, and I love that shit. Like, I don't know how or what it's called, but it's like cloud rap mixed with emo rap, and it's fucking crazy. I love it.
Yeah, it's almost like lo-fi rap.
Yeah, bro, it's like it's otherworldly. It kind of feels nostalgic, but I mean, like, it felt nostalgic when I first heard it. And it just takes you to another place, man. I never found anything that could replicate that besides those two songs.
Okay. So, yes. So let's actually talk about the EP. It was King in Exile. King in Exile, yes.
Yeah, that was my first EP.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So
somebody said 7 is the best.
Actually, I'm going to be doing an interview with him hopefully very soon. So that's cool.
Oh, really? Man.
Yes. And Black Sand. I've been trying to get with him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, dude. I don't really mess with 7, bro. I don't like 7 stuff, to be honest. There's nothing against him. Like, I think he's like a good musician, man, but I just don't like the distorted out trap metal. You can't understand anything. All right. I actually like to be able to like understand shit when I listen to it. That's my only gripe for 7. But other than that, you know, he's making waves, man. He's doing his thing.
Without a doubt. I think, honestly, if we're going to go to that topic for a few minutes, have you ever heard of Nettie?
Yeah, I've heard of Nettie. Like the female screamer girl?
That's right. If you can think of... Not now. Thank you, though. Yeah, so if you can think of, like, you know, anyone who's really trailblazed this kind of genre, you would really have to think, like, when it comes to, like, pushing the limits, you know, like, this genre was already about, like, pushing limits and being a rebel, but you think of Nettie, you know, she's a girl, like, what the heck? That's, like, it's already crazy enough if a guy's doing it, but for a girl to do it, it almost, like, in a sense, it adds... Well, it already adds a unique, you know...
You should check out my my friend Dasani. Me and her, she's part of my clique, Final Hearts. She's a female screamer, and she goes fucking hard. Makes trap metal.
How about this? If you want, it's a good idea. You should put your the name of your clique or whatever in the comments, and then you could just, you know, like... clip it, and then it could just be there the whole time.
Yeah, for sure. I got it.
So yeah.
Dasani like the water, yes.
This is my first interview, like, ever, and I'm pretty sure this might be your first interview.
Yeah, it is, bro. It's fun, man. I'll fuck with it.
I know, right? Like, I didn't expect it to be that fun. By the way, I was so nervous, but anyway, unless you have, like, because you were talking about it earlier, how you don't know if anyone would, like, recognize you whenever you weren't wearing the, mask. As long as you don't have, like, some Wolverine beard under this part, then I think you'll be fine.
I only got, like, a soul patch, man. That's all.
All right. Yeah. Actually, that's a good idea. So I have, like, a piece of paper for some of the stuff I was going to ask.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I'm not the fucking goat, though. Oh, that's good.
Whenever you were, like, thinking about writing this EP, King in Exile, did you ever at one point feel like you were almost at a drought for, like, inspiration, and you were just like, ugh, like, I don't know what to write at this point?
Nah, bro. That's when I, like, like, the EPs and stuff come when I have the creative inspiration. Like, I take all the creative inspiration I have at the moment. Like, inspiration comes and goes for me. Inspiration comes and goes for me, so when I have the spurts of inspiration, I take that and make an EP. So, when I have no inspiration, I just can't write anything. You know, it just sucks. So I put it into, like, working out or, like cardio or something like that. Or, like work. And then when I have inspiration, I put everything into music. So, during King in Exile, I mean, there was times where I felt like, yo, I was, like, disheartened because I'm like who the fuck's gonna listen to this? Like, I don't know if I'm gonna get many plays, and I haven't still got, like, many plays. Like, my shit's only broken, like, 300. It's not a lot, but I've got, like thousands of views on, like, YouTube and stuff. Just SoundCloud's just not, like, my main profile, which sucks. But I've gotten, like, hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of views. So, I mean, I was like, who's gonna listen to this? What's gonna go on? But yeah, that's, like, all the only, like, thoughts I had. I was just having fun with it, man.
Alright. So, you're going back, and let's talk about how you were talking about it's really almost impossible to make it, this type of music, unless you have genuine inspiration.
Yeah.
Would you say that violence in and of itself will often kind of inspire some of your stuff? Like, maybe you'll see something violent on the news or something, and you'll just really it'll make you angry, and you're just gonna want to, like, retaliate. Even though it's not directed toward you, you just really feel like you're being affected by this, and it's a good way to kind of de-escalate your bad feelings toward the rest of the world, if that makes sense.
Say it one more time, but I think I'm getting your drift.
So, other words, violence. There's a lot of horrible things happening in the world. When you look at that, is there ever a time when you're just like, does it ever make you feel that bad to the point that you feel like you just need to make it, even though it's not affecting you, the stuff you see on the news and other places, even though you don't see it, it's still just it really gets to you, right? But does it ever get to the point where you might actually start saying and screaming these things on your track based off of what's happening just in the world?
Yeah, no, I for sure. I made songs about shit like that. Yeah, no problem, remember. But I mean, like, yeah, I made songs about, like, World War I, World War II, shit that's happened, like, just, like, mainly just, like, war tracks, to be honest, man. But yeah, no, things do, like, the Paris bombings, like, things do get to me like that, bro, and, like, I am influenced by political shit, stuff like that.
All right. So you definitely know about, people like Ben Shapiro, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sorry, I just had to ask. But anyway,
I know about Ben Shapiro.
For another time. But,
yeah, for sure.
So, let's ask what your favorite firearm is that you've ever shot.
That I've ever personally shot? I have... My favorite one that I own is, I have a Remington Model 12 trench gun from 1912.
Wow.
Yeah, I can show it to you. Hold up.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Hey Luke, welcome to the live stream.
Welcome to the fucking live stream. Yeah. So, this is my Remington Model 12 trench gun.
Alright.
From 1912. I fired this shit at a range like 2 months ago, and this gun can actually slam fire because it was built in for trench warfare, so they can get off rounds quick. I slam fired this thing, and I was kicked off my ass. This thing is fucking powerful. I actually broke the slide clean off the barrel with the first shot I pumped on it.
What the heck? That's gnarly, bro.
Yeah, no, this thing's a beast, bro. I love that one. But my favorite, like, guns, in general, the Mauser RED9INE, of course, after my name. That's got to be my favorite sidearm of all time. My favorite gun of all time is Thompson submachine guns. I don't think anything can change that. Thompson's just fucking gnarly, but, like, the one I'm purchasing next, like, I've shot it. Love the gun. I have, I am in my closet, actually, bro. I mean, it has, like, a solid backdrop, so, you know. Yeah, so, I mean, the gun I'm purchasing next is called the Enforcer Carbine. If you play, like, Call of Duty or anything, you would have heard of the M1 Carbine. So the Enforcer Carbine is, like, M1 Carbine with the stock cut off and the barrel shortened. So, like, basically a carbine pistol, and that shit's fucking awesome, man. I love that thing. My song Enforcer, the one that hit 13,000 today, it's about that gun. So yeah, I love that thing.
So you it's often that like music can be inspired for you just based off of objects. Like I remember Project came out with a song and it was all about an iPhone X. Could you kind of relate in a sense that, like, you can relate your entire song to something you really enjoy?
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, that's, bro, people are going crazy over the thing on your fan blade.
Oh, do you want me to show you guys real quick?
Yeah,
so I keep this thing up in the air. It's just like a toy. I have it attached.
Oh, it's like a lemur thing, bro.
A lemur thing, that's right.
Everybody was like, it's a furry dildo. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
I was thinking about, because you were showing everybody the shotgun, and I was like, that's a dildo you don't want to play with, Amber. But then I didn't know if you knew they were talking about dildos, so I thought you would be really confused. Nah,
they're like, yeah, it's a furry dildo. But this thing is large, bro. That's a big gun. It's got got the bayonet mount on it too, so I could put a bayonet on there if I wanted to.
That's so awesome.
I have a whole armory downstairs though. I got like 2 handguns, six rifles, 1 submachine gun, brass knuckles, machetes.
I won't go too into politics for obvious reasons because, you know, people whine when, you know, oh, he's not conservative or he's not liberal. So I'm just going to ask this. Like, do you believe that, like, how do I say this without sounding too controversial?
Bro, fuck, I guess I'm trying controversial what makes the world go round.
Fair enough.
My music is controversial.
Do you ever, like, I guess what I'm trying to ask is, like,
World War II or World War III. What am I prepping for? World War III, bro. I also got, like, I'm not going to go into this too detailed, but I have a lot of people who, like, my past, yeah, we'll say that. We'll keep it short. So, that's what I'm going to say on that. But, yeah, no, keep going, bro.
Yeah, for sure. The thing that always scared me, the reason I want a gun, it's kind of, you know, the Constitution, it's what they say the gun is for originally, you know. Treason, tyranny, these kinds of things are a real threat. You're seeing it all the time. It really can get out of hand very quickly.
Alright, we back up in this bitch. yeah, we're back. All right, keep going, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I think it just disconnected.
No worries. First of all, it would be very helpful if you keep, because the thing is, I can't screen record it when we're talking.
Yeah.
So what I do is I go in afterward, and whenever it's like on your story, that's when I do it.
I'll just send you the live.
Yeah, thank you. That's the best way to do it. That way I can screen record it when it's not actually live.
Yeah.
But I just thought I would say that, before we got back into everything.
For sure, yeah. I'll just send you the live.
Dang, I was so scared. But anyway. Let's see. It's a good question. Here's a good one. Whenever you were talking about, like, being into working out and whatnot.
Yeah.
Personally, one of the ways I get my anger out is I actually do martial arts a lot.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai.
Yeah.
A little bit of Krav Maga, eye poking and cheating stuff.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yes, sir. But the thing is, at the end of the day, I don't really make music. I was wondering, because I understand it's therapeutic without a doubt, because I'll just scream at my phone. Like, I'm over here, and I'm, like, playing a game, and surely as the sun rises, I'll lose. Facebook Messenger, how you can play, like, soccer with people?
Yeah, I know.
So, I'll try it like 20 times, and I'll fail every time. And it literally gets to the point where I'm screaming, bitch, at my phone when I'm, like, in the bathtub trying to beat this kid. And I guess what I'm trying to ask at the end of the day is, like, because screaming does get your anger out for sure, and it actually will calm you down eventually. But is there ever a point where screaming has kind of made it worse on you?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, it's screaming can go bad a lot, man. Screaming is like as I said, it's a double-edged sword, man. Like, not like screaming like the vocal style, but like, screaming like trap metal style, like Zola Comedy straight yelling at the mic. Yeah, like you get, like, yelling has made a lot of things worse, man. Like, within, like, personal relationships, within fucking your throat does commit suicide on the cool. Like, I used to put, like, straight up yelling in my music. It would hurt. It would hurt a lot. But I mean, like, yeah, it makes a lot of things worse, man. Like, yelling at like parents, yelling at teachers, yelling at fucking hey, welcome back, bro. And yelling at fucking, like, everything is just, it's not, like, that's not healthy. But I mean, like, releasing it in, like, vocal style, like, yeah, that makes sense. But, like, not at people, bro. I mean, like, if it's necessary, then it's necessary. But I mean, shit happens.
All right. So you said that you were into, war history and whatnot, which is awesome. I am too.
For sure.
Did you ever at any point consider the military as an option? It's a little off topic, but.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. I considered the Navy and the military. The Navy and the Army, but I ultimately decided I didn't want to go because, I couldn't pursue, my dreams at the same time, and I had other things, going on. But Army, I'm really not good at taking orders, bro. If a drill sergeant barks in my face, I'm pretty sure I'd bark louder, like, right back at him. So I feel like it wouldn't go over too well. So I mean, like, but yeah, I don't think it's really for me. But I don't know. But I have a lot of respect for people who can't do that shit and who want to do that shit. Like, salute to everybody in the fucking service, man, because that's what makes this country great.
That's right. Absolutely. All right. So, you've been to Rome. Have you ever been in any other countries particularly?
Ireland.
Or
Dublin.
Ireland. Conor McGregor.
yeah. Conor McGregor.
All right. Was Ireland even like half as inspirational as Rome was?
Oh, Dublin's a fucking pit.
Really?
Yeah, it's polluted, very polluted. Dog shit on the streets everywhere, and it smells like cigarette smoke 24/7. Hated it.
So Conor McGregor. All right.
Yeah, but Dublin's like basically a whole hood in a city. Bro, yo, what the fuck is up? Hey, this is my boy Zano. Everybody say hi to Zano, cause hey, fuck yeah, bro. Cause this is the man. When I had nothing, this man hit me up. He's like, yo, we need to make a song together, and he put me on to like everybody in the clique, and like I'll never thank him enough for that. Zano, bro, one of my posts just hit 15,000 views today. I just checked it, man.
Very impressive. All right, so Zano, is he kind of like the general, the same tone of music, super aggressive and like,
Zano has a lot of softer shit as well, like a lot of emo rap. Zano is very lyrical, and he makes some great songs as well.
Someone said, "Hey, Ronald."
Hey, Ronald. Yeah. Yeah, no, Zano's music fire. If you never heard of Zano, you need to check him out. Like, look up SoundCloud, type in Zano. It'll be the one with, like, the kind of cartoon character coming up. Like, it's him, but he's, like, kind of cartoonish. Yeah, he's fire. Everybody should look. He's hit 32K on his song Violence. This man's fire. We have a lot of music coming together.
Duly noted, and I will definitely look at him. And I'm sure everyone else who sees this will at least think about it.
Yeah.